when you're done fishing, have you ever considered that what you're doing with your lure afterwards could be causing damage to your rod? Stick around for a second. I'm going to show you exactly where you should be putting your lures when you're done fishing. My name's Captain Chris Myers, Central Florida Sight Fishing Charters. I'm a full-time fishing guide down here in Florida, and I find that a lot of people really don't know what to do with the lure when they're done and we're going to change spots, they're done for the day, or they're just going to sit down and rest or whatever. They don't have a plan for what to do with this lure, and most of the time what happens is it just goes through whatever the closest guide is to where the lure's hanging. Never ever do we want to put anything but fishing line through these guides. Now, these guides are made of very hard material, but sticking metal onto them, nothing positive can come from that. So I don't ever want to stick my fishing hooks up into that guide. What I could do instead is hook them on to the legs on beside the guide. That way, when I reel this up tight, it's stored and it's not inside. Option number 2, if you have these on your rod, which I wished every single one of my rod had these. Some of them do, some of them don't. The little hook holder right there. Hook goes in there. Now I tighten it up. There's zero chance I'm causing damage to my rod by doing that. And the third thing you want to try to avoid doing, especially if you're using lures like this jig, is taking this lure and reeling it up into the tip. They're smashing that thing up in there so that you're like this. And now as you're going, riding around, the boat's bouncing around, that tip, that jig, that metal, the hook eye is constantly pounding into the tip. 2 things can happen. 1, you could put a scratch in there. And 2, I have seen more times than I'd like to, the insert. So in this guide, there's a little ceramic insert, metal. It's held in by a metal guide support. You slam it up in there, you pop that little insert out, and there goes your fishing rod for the day until you can get a new tip put on there. So nothing positive ever happens from taking this when we're done and cranking it up, slamming the lure into the tip. You take care with those 3 suggestions, your fishing rods will last a lot longer. You won't get any little scratches on here that could start damaging your line that you never even knew were there. If you enjoyed this tip, consider becoming a subscriber to this channel. Hit that like button, and you will get a lot more fishing tip videos delivered straight to your inbox. And if you're going to be in Central Florida, you can come see me for a personal fishing lesson, or even better, a inshore saltwater fishing charter.